point being, and Scripture is clear on this, that those of us who are blessed, we are to be generous to those who are poor and are in need. The fact of the matter is, it's much easier to care for people if we have cash to care for them with. Giving is better than getting. When you get out of debt, you get to give. Paul addresses this in 1 Timothy. Last passage we're going to look at. Look at 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17. 1 Timothy chapter 6, verse 17. Paul is teaching Timothy how to disciple a church. So Timothy's the pastor of the church. Paul is writing a letter saying, here's what I want you to teach them. Incredible words. Verse 17, command those who are rich in this present world. Okay, stop for a second. In this present world, in contrast to those who are rich in the future world, those who are rich in heaven, two different economies, right? There's the material world, those who are rich in this present world materially, and then there are those who have utilized their resources by the power of the Spirit in such a way that they are wealthy in heaven. Command those who are rich in this present world. Now, compared to the rest of the world, everyone in this room is rich. We are. That being said, some of you, God has blessed ridiculously, enormously. Some of you have gotten out of debt. Some of you are working towards that. Some of you have income that just keeps coming, right? Some of you are very, very wealthy. This text is for all of us. Those of you who are very wealthy, this text is really for you. Command those who are rich in this present world not to be arrogant. Okay, first thing he says is don't be prideful about this. I think the old saying is self-made men worship their creator. Think about it. I did pretty well, didn't I? Actually, no. Remember what God said through Moses in Deuteronomy 8:18, but remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you the ability to produce wealth. Any of you who have wealth, it's because God has just been really gracious to you. So don't forget that. Don't be arrogant. Nor put their hope in wealth, which is so uncertain. Why is it uncertain? Because moth and rust destroy and thieves break in and steal. So don't put your trust in such temporal stuff. It's so uncertain. But instead, here's what we are to command you to do. Put their hope in God, who richly provides us with everything for our enjoyment. God provides us so that we might enjoy what he has provided for us. So if you are wealthy, don't beat yourself up for being wealthy. It is not sinful to have money. It's sinful to love money. It is not sinful to have money. Possessing money simply says you get to choose where it goes. And that's a good thing. I wish more believers had more money, because then more believers would be getting to choose where it goes. He says, command them to do good. Verse 18, here's what it means to enjoy what you've been blessed with. Command them to do good, to be rich in good deeds, and to be generous, circle the word generous, literally to be ready to distribute. At a moment's notice, to be ready to distribute. I love that phrase. It's an attitude of life. It's the opposite of having closed hands. It's a willingness, having open hands. And willing to share. The root word for this verb is koinonia, the willingness to be about helping people in our community and caring for them. Being willing to share. So you put all these clauses together, and the composite picture of this wealthy believer is someone whose eyes are open to the needs around him or her. They're ready and eager to give, and they jump in whenever they get a chance. What a beautiful picture. It sounds like the church to me. How do you enjoy your wealth? Be ready to give, because giving is better than getting.